federal government's arts funding obligations by reinstating the allocation of devolved financial resources to the Australia Council. I'm presenting it as an individual, however, include myself in a community of practice engaged in contemporary forms of expression. I'm a co-founder of an S2M creative enterprise in the Cairns community and contributed to the lobby and establishment of creative arts infrastructure in the region for some decades. The decisions implemented by the previous Arts Minister caused a number of overt areas of concern for the sector. The regional creative hothouses such as Cairns will sharply feel the impacts produced by the gaps created in funding. One is the reduced capacity for operational funding to the S2M sector, along with the cessation and reduction of direct support for individual creative producers by the Australia Council. The second is the barriers to participation found in the draft guidelines of the NPA that also curiously appear to restrict the capacity of the S2M and independent creative producer sector. Why the impacts supervene on this particular segment of the arts are speculative and may indicate a desire to curtail artistic freedoms and defences as much as attract a new and preferred wave of funded clients to the ministry. We might optimistically consider the NPEA as a realignment that promises an alternative to the Australia Council, a ray of hope for all the unfunded excellence identified in the 2012 review of its operations. However, there is no reason to believe that the NPEA will achieve a greater impact or provide greater equity while in such close proximity to the political cycle. The NPEA draft guidelines do not provide the level of guarantee toward the transparent decision-making process over the necessary programming and production timeframes required for best practice in the sector. In respect to the dedicated voluntary contribution and the liability absorbed by the boards of so many vital S2M creative enterprises in every state and region, representing incredible value on investment, the Ministry must consider reinstating the NPEA funds to its arts funding advisory body, the Australia Council, and shield the S2M and independent arts sector from the machinations of government. The practice-based research and development that occurs in the sector is largely self-funded by independent artists that make up a community of creative professionals. The funded S2M operations, in my view, are a small investment in the infrastructure required to support the growth of economic development and potential within the creative arts. The across-the-board destabilisation of direct support to individual artists is having immediate effects in terms of sector confidence, reduction in pathways to participation, reduction in direct income, and the ability to develop expertise and specialisation in the emerging generations of creative producers. Thank you.